Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay. What up, world? It's your woman butterfly. All right. Y'all. It's just so much. Okay. It's so much, but I'm going to share with y'all. Okay. I'm going to share with y'all. It's overwhelming, but it's like, I'm just so busy, and it's like God is like telling me, you need to get on here and make these shows. You need to get on here. You need to get on here. I was just sitting on the bed, just sitting down, and then it was like God just kind of pulled me up and was like, you need to go tell everything that has happened, right? And what I'm saying to you in your mind, okay? Because all of this, the battlefield is your mind, all right? And that is it's bigger than what people think. Like you can even look at life as something that's coming from your mind, and it's a war. It's a war, okay, over your soul. All of this is coming from your mind, all right? That's what the battlefield is, okay? I'm trying to tell you, all right? It's you, the good, and the evil, okay? All right. So let me tell y'all. All right. So all of this has happened over the course of the last 2 days. All right. And it's just freaking crazy. All right. But here we go. All right. So piggybacking on the spiritual vampires that come around when you are, trying to do good, when you're trying to be positive, when you're trying to, do your life, and when you're trying to move forward, when you're trying to move on, when you're trying to be a better person, spiritual vampires come and they want to suck you back to a negative place. Okay, they don't want you to have what they don't want you to have what God wants for you. They don't want you to, they don't want you to be in a better place. They don't want you to be a better person. They don't want that. Okay. Now, all right. So while I was in Atlanta, all right, at the girl's house, who I told you, this video might get a little long. I might do a part 1 and a part 2, but I need to upload all of these videos tonight. So I'm going to try to, but I need to explain everything. Okay. All right. So anyway, while I was in Atlanta at that girl's house I told y'all about, we started talking about our exes and stuff like that, and our marriages and stuff, and it made me think about my marriage, because it made me think about my marriage, the one I told y'all about. Okay, so I was on Instagram, and I went to my ex-husband's page just to see. I always wonder how he's doing. I just do. I wonder that about Mr. Bad Romance, and people. I just wonder how people are doing, especially someone that I went through that with, all that stuff that we went through with. And sometimes, because I want to be a married woman, I think about how it could have worked. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't all bad. We had good times too, and I really liked the good times. You know what I mean? So I just and God said He was gonna give me a husband. So sometimes I wonder if God is just gonna send me back to Him, or I get a little confused sometimes, and I think that. So I just clicked on his page, and I just liked his pictures of him, pictures of my ex-stepson, just reminiscing about the good times, not the bad. I remember the bad times, but I don't reminisce about them. But anyway, not too long after, he reached out to me. Okay, I'm not sure if it was the next day, or I think it was later that night. It was later that night, and I told him to call me because I didn't want to keep sending messages back and forth. Okay, so when we talked, it was good. Okay, and it's like I gotta be careful. Okay, you gotta be careful with anybody, really, especially ex or something like that, because you gotta remember why they're ex. You know what I'm saying? And time changes. Time changes people, and I know that I've changed. That's why I give people a chance. So I started talking to him, wondering how he's doing, and told him that I was in Atlanta, and that's where I'm not gonna say I messed up, but I didn't mess up, but that's how he knew that I was there, and that's how he called me the next morning and said he was on the way there, and that's kind of strange. But I don't know, he claims that he had been meaning to come there, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna say I don't think that's true. I don't know. He said Atlanta and Charlotte are the twin cities, and I just thought it was weird that he was like, I'm on the way there the next morning. Okay. But I was like, maybe he's just excited to come here. I don't know. I think that if you were that excited, you would have came here. You would have waited until I came here. So I don't know why he decided to. Oh yeah, I do know to see how I'm doing. Okay. To examine. All right. What state I'm in. Okay. That's what I think. That might not even be true, but that's what I think. Okay. Because the way spiritual vampires work, okay, if they see you progressing in any kind of way, or if they see you trying to change or trying to do anything, they want to try to suck you back down. Okay? So, he came there the next day, right? And I met him at the mall. I was trying to get a job at this place, y'all. Over there, y'all saw me trying to get that job, right? Okay, I was trying to get that job. All right, I thought that job was going to be mine. Okay, I'll tell y'all about that in a second. All right, so anyway, when he came to Atlanta, he liked it. I mean, how could you not like Atlanta? And he said that he had looked up some rich area, some mansions or something like that, and he wanted to go see them. So I guess we were gonna do that later, but it just seemed kind of weird. Okay, because I had been getting into spiritual. Y'all see, I have been getting into like trying to get in tune, trying to repair my DNA, trying to be on a good frequency, getting into vibrations, trying to speak good words over myself, because words are vibrations, and your life and your flesh respond to what comes out of your mouth. Okay? So I've been trying to work on that, because I'm so used to saying things are not going to work, things are going to I'm so used to saying that kind of stuff when I need to say it is going to work. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great, And I never really had those kind of words spoken over me. You know what I'm saying? It's always something negative spoken over me. People can speak negative things over you, and if you're not combating it, if you're in agreement with it, then that's what your life becomes, because of the vibrations. Okay? So please, speak up about yourself. Speak, highly of yourself, and just speak positively. And if somebody's speaking any negative around you, then you get away from that person. You combat everything that they said, and make sure you do that. It's very important. Okay, so anyway, all right. So when he came there, when I first saw him, I was happy. Okay, because it was like the first time I saw him, and I was hoping that things have changed, and maybe we could start over. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't always bad. There were good times too. And I was hoping that maybe, he has looked and seen where he's made mistakes, and, looked, because I know I've looked and seen where I've made mistakes. And, I was just thinking maybe our marriage could happen again, and, or, maybe we could at least be friends or something. But anyway, so he was like, let me tell y'all, the first, it started to go wrong, okay? the first thing I noticed is that he was doing his little hand signs. Okay, now Masons always do their little hand signs. Okay, I know I just did them, but I was doing them to show y'all what they are. Okay, go look them up. All right, so he always says, I'm not one of them anymore. I'm not one of them anymore. But you still do their signs. So I believe from my research that most Masons are possessed by Lucifer himself, right? Okay, and that can easily happen to someone. It's not just them. It's just that they get secrets and knowledge with it, and every level they go to, they get another piece of light or whatever, and at the end they find out that it's from Lucifer. Okay, so I don't like to see him doing his little hand signs and stuff, right? So I was like, okay, strike one, but I'm not gonna let this have no power over me. It's just putting my guard back up. Like, this visit is not for y'all to get back together or nothing. It's just, he's just here. I don't know. Okay, so then he was like, I want to go on the bike trails, and I want to ride a bike, right? And I was like, okay. And he was like, I bought a bike that you can ride too. And I was like, okay. So we went on the bike trails, and we were riding the bikes. And he gave me some earphones to listen to some uplifting music, and I thought that was really great. It was another reason why I love Atlanta, okay? Because the bike trails are awesome, all right? So, I mean, I know I don't really ride a bike that much, but now I'm going to, and I was listening to the music, and it was just a really uplifting, like, my spirit was lifted up so high, and I was like, this is going to be great, okay? So, and I was thinking, maybe if we were to come here, maybe we're supposed to be here, and then our marriage is supposed to get back together. I don't know what's supposed to happen, but okay. Strike two came when he was like, okay, now we're gonna get in the car and we're gonna meditate, right? And I was like, okay, I'm down with meditating, right? And he turned on some video from some dude, and it was like a meditating video of quantum leaping, okay? And this dude in this freaking video, we're in the car and meditating, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do this just because, he's saying that we should do this, right? So this dude in the tape tells us to close our eyes, count down, and then go through the doors that we see, or the curtains or whatever. And he was like, okay, now picture yourself doing the most horrible thing you ever did, and just stand there and watch yourself do that, right? And then I was like, okay, I'm standing there watching myself make some of the most horrible mistakes that I ever made. And matter of fact, the most horrible mistake that I ever made, that I started making when I was like 12 years old, and dealing with guys and stuff, in sex and stuff. So it was very horrible for me to stand there and watch myself do that. I was hoping that the guy would bring us back from that, or tell us how to heal from that, or whatever he was trying to do. But he didn't. He was like, okay, just stand there, watch yourself. All right, now close the door and open. And I was like, huh? Like, I was like left in a, go ahead. I was left I just felt really bad. It was like I went from feeling all the way up to feeling all the way the freak down. And I was like, what the heck is this? Like, I don't want to feel like this, right? So, he was like, then my ex-husband goes, what I thought about? He didn't think about whatever he did in his life to manifest the mistakes in his life, things that he's done wrong. He's over there thinking about something that I've done wrong, okay? Something that his wife before me did wrong, and bringing it back up. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't even think about this stuff anymore. You know what I mean? So it pissed me off, because I'm like, I'm up here enjoying my freaking self, trying to get it together, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, and I'm in the car meditating about stuff that's happened in the past. Now I feel horrible. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just feel like if you really love somebody, if they were honest enough to tell you something they've done wrong, then you should respect that. And if you're not gonna forgive them for that, then you need to leave them alone. Okay? Anyway, he was saying, my husband said that was it's like when you clean a wound with alcohol, how it stings. So now it's clean, because he was like, the things that you've done in your life are in your subconscious, and they're playing out in your life now, and that's the reason why you're going around in a circle and doing the same things over and over again. And it just pisses me off, because I'm not the same person that I was. I am not doing the same things over and over again. Okay, so I don't need somebody to come tell me that I'm doing the same things over and over again. And it's like, my spirit was just disturbed, and I just wanted him to go. So I tried to, we went to the rich neighborhood that he wanted to. I tried to go to the park first, that park that me and my daughters went to try to bring my spirit back up. Okay, but even when we went there, he said, I'm going to the bathroom, and walked off somewhere and was just gone. You know what I mean? And it didn't bother me, but it was like, I was thinking, if this was my husband doing this, because this kind of stuff he used to do when we was together, he would like walk far ahead of me, or just make me feel abandoned when it's a time when we're supposed to be together. Just stupid stuff like that. So, and then on top of that, we didn't even get to stay to see the light show, but it's okay, because that light show is there every night. And I was just annoyed. And then when I finally found him again, he was like walking towards the car, and I was like, where is he going? Is he trying to leave me here or something? So I got up and chased him, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go through this. Like, I'm really not. Anyway, I got up and chased him, and I was like, are you going to the car? What are you doing? And he was like, oh, I found the bathroom. And so anyway, he found the bathroom. We found his car. We drove to Lithonia. I think there's some rich mansions out there or whatever, and that's fine. I don't want to be in the Lithonia area, but that's where we went. Okay. And then we went to the gym. Okay. Now, when I'm in Atlanta, I sleep in my car. Okay. Because I can't sleep at my homegirl's house because she lives too far, and it works for me. It's fine. I take a shower at the gym. Okay. I still have my apartment in Savannah. I'm not homeless. You know what I mean? And he was like, you're telling yourself that you're homeless by doing this. And, it's like, when you're trying to do something, you know what I mean? It's like, you don't need somebody that already has it together trying to tell you how to do it and that you're doing it wrong. And that, I was just like, I just want to go to sleep. I'm camping out. As a matter of fact, before we went to the gym, we went to the bus station where my car was, because I left my car on the train and got on the MARTA. And then I could tell that he was judging my car. I could just tell, okay? Because it's different when I'm not a flexy, sexy person. I'm not flexing, okay? I'm not flexy, all right? I got an older model car, and I just can't believe that people judge you like that. And even that's a feeling I was having inside. It just seemed like his attitude changed towards me after he saw my car. Okay, so maybe that's me. Maybe he wasn't judging my car. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I don't really care. Okay, but I was like, I'm going to the bathroom. So I pulled off in my car, and then he was like, okay, tell me where you are. And then he got lost or something. He was gone for a long time. Probably went to a club or something. I don't know. But when he pulled up beside my car at the gym, we went to sleep. He went to sleep in his car, and I went to sleep in my car. And then the next morning when we woke up, he was like, I gotta get out of here. I can't be sleeping around here. He was like, you're gonna be ghetto, or if you keep sleeping here, you're telling your mind this is what you want, and I know better than that. I know better than to do that. So I'm gonna go ride my bike through the rich neighborhood. And I was like, oh my freaking gosh. The only thing I could think of was I need to get to my job interview, okay? Because I'm gonna get that job today. All right. So I was like, just let him talk and just let him ride off. I was like, I hope he just rides off and just stays gone, okay? And that's what he did. He rode off, he stayed gone. Okay, he didn't get on the phone and say, hey, you know what, he was, and he's not obligated to, we're not together. But if that was my man and he rode off on some bike and didn't call me and say, hey, I made it here, I'll see you, I'm gonna be here about 20 minutes, I'll see you when I get back, then you know, just because he doesn't have that respect, because he didn't when we were married. So just because he didn't have that, you know, you got to respect your spouse and let your spouse know where you at and where you going and when you coming back. You know what I mean? It's about respect. You don't just walk off and because anything can happen to you, for one. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's out of respect. So I just let him do his thing. I was hoping that he would not come back. Okay, that's the reason why when I did call him about almost 2 hours later, I was like, I mean, no, it wasn't almost. It was like an hour later. I was like, are you making it back to Salisbury, okay? Because I hope that's where he was going, right? Okay, and it's not about me not liking him. It's about the vibe that he brings. It's very negative, okay? And it made me sad because I was like, I wish that our marriage would have been the way I thought it was going to be when I decided, when I uttered that I wanted to marry him, right? I wished that it could, but he's still the same, kind of. You know what I mean? And God was like, I remember, because my heart was just sore. I was like, it's not going to work. You know what I mean? Because I'm not going to, I know I'm not going to be happy. I don't want to have a frown on my face every freaking day because my husband said this or my husband did that or he ran off and didn't call or, you know what I'm saying, or belittled me somehow while he was talking to me. I don't want that, right? So it's not going to work, right? So God was like, I didn't put that together. I didn't put that together. You know that, right? I'm not the one that put that together. You did. Yo, excuse my name. I got heat bumps. I was wearing some fake jewelry too, so. But anyway, God was like, I didn't put that together. And that's all I kept hearing God say. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to cut this video short. And I'm going to tell y'all what I went through on the next video. Because not only is there spiritual vampires in this freaking battlefield, but there are temptations in this battlefield. Okay? You cannot let those spiritual vampires come in, and what they want to do is they want to make you feel the way you used to feel. They want to, you know, just suck all your energy away. They want to remind you of the past. That's what Lucifer does. Okay, that's what he does. All right, and you gotta move on from that. If you don't move on from that, you're not gonna prosper. You're just gonna keep playing that in your mind. You're gonna, you know what I mean? You want to prosper and be great. Okay, let me make the next video, y'all, cause this devil is so busy. He won't stop. He will not stop. It's annoying, but you gotta fight, okay? Cause whenever you fight, I'm telling you, he gets mad. He don't like it. I'm gonna tell y'all, okay?